Good morning. I am at the Hilton Cancun, an all-inclusive resort in Mexico. And being at an all-inclusive resort, sober, in recovery, is not easy. And it's like kind of really outside of my comfort zone, which is hard. It's not easy to be around people who are drinking. It's not easy to be in a space where the tequila is flowing, and I mean, like, everywhere you go, it's just drinks, drinks, drinks. And it's hard. And I was really nervous to come here. I didn't really know what to expect. I've not kind of been in this kind of environment since I've been sober. But I have a lot to be grateful for since I've been here. We got here on Monday, and today's Friday, I think, or Saturday, I'm not sure. And, you know, a really cool thing, I think on vacation, a lot of people struggle to maintain their routines and their eating habits and exercise and morning routines, evening routines, and that kind of thing. And I have to say, I feel a lot of sense of calm because I have been able to maintain those things. Bedtime's a little bit later than it normally is, but that's okay. I was the only person in the gym today at 6 a.m., so that was really, really cool. And I think I'm really able to just slow down a lot more since being here. And, you know, I've definitely been in this kind of environment before when I was using alcohol. And, you know, now having been here several days and gotten over the initial really uncomfortable feeling that I was having, I'm kind of just sitting here and taking it all in. And there is a lot to do when you're not drinking. One of the things we did yesterday is, you know, we kind of just like went off on this adventure to this island and kind of just bopped around and did some shopping and good seafood eating and that kind of thing. And today we're gonna take a drive to Tulum. I'm traveling with some friends and people that I know, and you know, everybody's dragging in the morning. It's kind of like slow to get up, slow to get going, and I feel grateful. I've seen the sunrise every single morning. I've been able to keep up with my journaling and my meditation, exercise, my affirmations, my Mel Robbins high five, all of the things that keep me consistent at home. I've been able to keep here. And I think that's probably my biggest takeaway, you know, I think for everybody, but for me in particular with the mental illness and some of the struggles that I have, consistency truly is key. And when I'm thrown out of my comfort zone, if I can't keep some kind of semblance of that consistency, I tend to really struggle with just irritability and anxiety and those types of things. So really mostly grateful that I've been able to keep all of that. I've also been able to spend really amazing time with my daughter. I feel like before in this type of environment, like she would have been an afterthought. You know, it's funny because she keeps begging to go to the kids camp that they have here, which is great, and I keep begging her to stay with me. So I think it just shows that kind of perception has changed a little bit and priorities have changed quite a lot, which is really special. I'll show you guys. So I'm like on my balcony, and that's the big pool, and I don't want to blind you by the sun, but it's just stunning, and just, you know, slowing down and enjoying it and remembering it. I'm gonna remember every single bit of this trip. So for me so far, we still have a few days to go, but over the initial bumps of getting outside my comfort zone and just a lot of trepidation and nervousness about just like being around this much alcohol, and you know, being around people who are using alcohol, you know, people I know, watching people intoxicated and hungover, and I was really nervous about it. And I'm kind of just embracing all of the wonderful things that I'm taking from it. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I know this is an important one. It, you know, doesn't just apply to vacations, right, or all-inclusive resorts. I get a lot of questions about, you know, that mommy wine culture, or all of my friends drink, and that's, what am I going to do now to be social, and that kind of thing. And I think that this all applies. And there's definitely a part where you will have to make a decision, right? I'm not sitting at the bar at 11 o'clock at night with my husband and our friends that we're traveling with, because that's not where I want to be. And that's not the environment I want to surround myself with. So there gets to a point where that chameleon inside of you, really just needs to show your strong colors, if that makes sense. I've spent a lot of years trying to be a chameleon and trying to fit in an environment that ultimately was not serving me. And when I finally stepped out and said, no, this is what I want, this is who I am, this is what I deserve, that's when everything just clicked, and it keeps clicking. So yes, take this experience not just from an all-inclusive vacation, but how it can just apply to the everyday, especially as we head into the holidays. It's like, I know Christmas is filled with kind of triggering events, and we associate, right, the holidays with alcohol and that kind of celebration. And so what I see that as, honestly, is an opportunity for us to retrain our brain what we associate the holidays with, right? So the holidays are no longer associated with whatever specialty cocktail or champagne or whatever the previous rituals were, but the holidays or Christmas is now associated with something new. Is it a new tradition that you're implementing with your family? Is it a new baked item that you're cooking in the kitchen? Is it a new gift that you're gifting yourself because goddamn you deserve it? I think all of those are things that we can do. A lot of habits, alcohol included, habits are tied to like 5 different things, but one of them is very much your environment and where you are, or a location. So, for example, an all-inclusive resort, here I am, alcohol, right? That's like the first thing I think about. I know for me, in early days of recovery, I didn't want to go to a Mexican restaurant because I associated a Mexican restaurant with a margarita. That's all it meant to me. And I had to rewire my brain and thought process about Mexican restaurants so that I could go to them and not feel uncomfortable and not feel triggered. So now it's actually about this like really awesome salad that I love. It's a taco salad and it's amazing. And now I love Mexican restaurants again. And I think Christmas can do the same thing. So in my recovery, I started baking a chocolate Swiss roll. And that's like my thing now. And when I think about Christmas, that's what I think about. And so think about, as we come into the holidays, and if you're in social, I know holiday parties and everything are coming up fast and furious, think about what you can start to implement into those environments and those situations that aren't alcohol. And again, this year might be tough, this year might be hard, but by next year and the year after, you'll have rewired your brain to associate these circumstances, these environments, these locations with something amazing and healthy and beautiful, and ultimately something that's serving you. So anyway, we are trying to get a rental car. It's really hard because neither of us speak Spanish, so we're struggling with that. But hopefully we'll get one soon. My husband's in the lobby trying to sort that out, and then we're going to be taking a drive to Tulum and enjoying everything that gorgeous location has to offer. So enjoy the day. I'll give you one more sneak peek of my view here that I just cannot get enough of. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.